And welcome back to Wake Up America Weekend. I'm Tom Basili. All right, let's give you a quick look at the business headlines. For more, let's bring back our money men. I can't say that line today. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't do it. Business and markets analyst and Newsmax contributor Seth Denson, and America's accounting professor at Montclair State University, Dan Geltrude. All right, guys. So we're talking a lot about inflation. You had the S&P 500 rises to a record close on Friday, despite the inflation fears, posting its best week since February. NASDAQ gained a 113, Dow Jones up 216. Dan, what's going on? We've got a 39-year high in terms of inflation. The market doesn't seem to bother the market. Why is that?
Well, here's what's happening, Tom. When you have a situation where you have high inflation, but low interest rates, what that does is it means that investors need to stay in the market because of lack of alternatives, right? You can't pull your money out, put it into bonds or CDs because there's no interest there. Now, if inflation continues to rise, and I think it will, and then we have an increase in the interest rates, that's when you'll see the market start to react quite negatively.
Seth, real quick to you. I want to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah, listen, I agree with Dan. There's not a lot of places to put money. It's also why you're seeing real estate where it is, too. That's another place where investors can put money, and you're seeing REITs developed. But listen, here's what I would tell people. The correction's coming. There are signs everywhere that the correction is coming. And as such, if you're still in the market, you need to be sure you're looking at fundamentally sound stocks. Don't go off those emotional ones that sound good or you hear a lot about. Go back to those fundamentals, those that have good business practices and good balance sheets. That's going to be key as interest rates will go up next year.
All right. Now, Seth, the average price for new cars hit an all-time high. I couldn't believe this number. I think it's more than what my parents paid for the house that I grew up in. $46,320 in November, marking the 8th consecutive record-setting month. Sales are down due to short supply. How is this going to impact the car industry? And is this a trend that we think is going to continue?
Well, this is compounded by the shortage of chips as well, and that's a big issue. And this is a double problem because car sales were down nearly 15% in 2020. They're doing the same thing here in 2021. But the issue, Tom, is that when you look at that, if you take out fleet sales and autos that were purchased for work, that's down 30% for passenger vehicles. So this is having a significant impact on the day-to-day laborer in the car market and those that need new cars. But interestingly enough, going back to the stock market being overly inflated, if you look at auto manufacturers, stocks are up year to year.
All right, more problems for Peloton. Okay, shares are plunging because a character from Sex and the City, a Sex and the City spinoff, and a show I guess is called And Just Like That, died while on a Peloton bike ride. I was surprised that it moved the needle on this, but this is kind of compounding some of their earlier problems. They don't seem to be managing this crisis terribly well as a company.
They're not. And just to show you, when you can have a fictional character have a tragic event happen, and it happens to be with your product, that your reputation is fragile enough where it impacts your stock value. Now, listen, Peloton has got to take the offensive here and come out and get out ahead of this, because if you're going to have fictional shows impact your stock value, you got some troubles.
They need some.
Hey guys, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Little tip on this though. Little tip, Tom.
Yeah.
Don't go research this and then tell your wife if they're a Sex and the City fan. I made the mistake of doing that last night. It was a spoiler, and now Mrs. Denson is not too happy with me.
All right, and I just have to point out before I let you guys go, we match today. We've got the red shoes.
How about this?
We always do the shoes. I've got the red socks, and you've got the red tie and the red shoes. So great to see you guys as always. Always fantastic stuff. All right, Amanda, off to you.